Welcome to the Daily Devotional for April 7th, 2021. We're going to talk about friendship today, and our verse for the day is from Psalm 55, verse 13, which simply states, "Instead it is you, my equal, my companion, and close friend." What's being talked about? Well, let's look at it this way. Faithfulness. Faithfulness is one of the chief characteristics of biblical friendship. And this faithfulness is critical to close relationships because we depend, you and I, on those that we are closest to. God created us as social beings, to be relational beings. And for that to happen, there's certain dynamics that need to occur where we actually support and encourage one another. We have a bit of a healthy dependence on one another. Now consider how the deepest hurts experienced by Christ took place within the group of his closest companions. But yet not only with them, his deepest pain, his absolute most profound pain and suffering occurred for the benefit of all of us, you and I, who have a close and personal relationship with Christ. Now, the content of God's holy word that pertains specifically to David helps you and I to see this relational dynamic because David was emotionally wounded far worse by the betrayal of his closest friends than he ever experienced at the hands of his enemies. This is a theme that's repeated over and over and over again in the Bible. So consider the words of Proverbs chapter 16, verse 28. It tells us, "A troublemaker plants seeds of strife. Gossip separates the best of friends." And then also in Proverbs chapter 17, verse 9, "Love prospers when a fault is given, but dwelling on it separates close friends." You see, genuine close friendships, they require vulnerability. They require trust and confidence. And it's only when these are achieved that we're able to provide, you and I, the kind of support and encouragement that is so desperately needed by us in all of our efforts to journey through this life in ways that are pleasing to God. Now, our passage for the day comes from Psalm chapter 55, and I'll read to you from the New Living Translation of God's living word, Psalm 55, verses 1 through 14. "Listen to my prayer, O God. Do not ignore my cry for help. Please listen and answer me, for I am overwhelmed by my troubles. My enemies, they shout at me, making loud and wicked threats. They bring trouble on me and angrily hunt me down. My heart pounds in my chest. The terror of death assaults me. Fear and trembling overwhelm me, and I can't stop shaking. Oh, that I had wings like a dove, that I would fly away and rest. I would fly far away to the quiet of the wilderness. How quickly I would escape far from this wild storm of hatred. Confuse them, Lord, and frustrate their plans, for I see violence and conflict in the city. Its walls are patrolled day and night against invaders, but the real danger is wickedness within the city. Everything is falling apart. Threats and cheating are rampant in the streets. It is not an enemy who taunts me. I could bear that. It is not my foes who so arrogantly insult me. I could have hidden from them. Instead, it is you, my equal, my companion, and close friend. What good fellowship we once enjoyed as we walked together to the house of God." Suggested additional readings that coincide with today's theme come from Psalm chapter 41 and John chapter 13, verses 18 through 30. If you like having these daily videos made available to you, please indicate that by hitting the subscribe button, and feel free to share them with others that you think would appreciate them as well. And as always, blessings to you and yours from the Ione Community Church.